Given the rational function h of x equals 2x plus 4 over x minus 1, find the vertical and horizontal asymptotes, the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Okay, we'll start by finding the horizontal asymptote by comparing the degrees of the top and the degree of the bottom. The degree of the top is equal to 1. It's a first degree equation. The degree of the bottom is 1. It's a first degree equation. And that means the degree of the top equals the degree of the bottom. And that means, according to our note, that the equation y equals lead coefficient of the top over lead coefficient of the bottom is the equation of our horizontal asymptote. Well, the lead coefficient on the top, the number multiplying the highest power of x, is 2. Lead coefficient on the bottom is the number multiplying the highest power of x, that's the number 1. So we have the equation y equals x for our horizontal asymptote. Next, we'll find the vertical asymptote, and we do that by setting it there. It's just that x equals the real zeros of the bottom. All right, the real zeros of the denominator. So we're going to set the denominator equal to 0 and solve. So the bottom is just x minus 1. It's equal to 0. And when we solve for x, we get x equals positive 1. So this is the 0 of the bottom. It's the value of x. It makes the bottom 0. Thus, the vertical asymptote is x equals this 0, this root. So x equals 1 is the equation of our vertical asymptotes. Okay? All right. Now we're going to look for the x-intercept. We find that by setting y equal to 0 and solving for x. So 0 equals 2x plus 4 over x minus 1. Let's get rid of fractions by multiplying both sides by the LCD. And we get 2x plus 4 equals 0 when we turn it around. So 2x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 2. Our x-intercept is the ordered pair xy equals negative 2, 0. For the y-intercept, we let x equal 0. That gives us y equals 2 times 0 plus 4 over 0 minus 1, which simplifies to 4 over negative 1, which is negative 4. So our y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, negative 4. Let's draw all of this. Even though we're not going to graph the function this time, we're going to see what these things look like. Here's our y-axis, our x-axis. Draw some values and label the values on the x-axis and the y-axis. And let's see, we'll do, the horizontal asymptote, y equals 2. And then we'll do the vertical asymptote, x equals 1. So let's go ahead and write the equations for each of these dotted lines, x equals 1 and y equals 2. You realize these are not part of the graph. They just help us draw the graph. That's why they're dotted. They're not part of the graph. Oh, there's the x-intercept, negative 2, 0. And then the y-intercept is 0, negative 4 down below. And that's it. That's just the preparation to do the graph of the rational function.